1903 pattern service dress. The British had the 1902 pattern. And if you want to look through the book there, later you can give you all the details. So this is a seven button pattern is what they call it, because it has 7 buttons up the front. And it has the Canada shoulder titles right there. Normally, other they would have unit shoulder flashes here, and then you have rank, corporal, sergeant, lance corporal, whatever right there. This is called 1899 pattern Oliver webbing.
I'm gonna get a picture.
So I have the side haversack here.
John, you coming?
This is the ammunition pouch, holds 80 loose rounds. Wasn't the best idea because it's right on your gut there, so on your belly. So if you're lying down prone, you're trying to roll over and unload and stuff. And the rifle is called an SMLE, short magazine Lee Enfield. So the action was designed by James Paris Lee. That's how you get the Lee part.
Yeah.
And Enfield, it was made. The British adopted the action to their rifle, .303 caliber, in Enfield armories in England. So that's how you get the Lee Enfield. So it's called a short rifle because cavalry at the time would carry a carbine, which was shorter than this, and the infantry would carry an infantry rifle, which was longer than this. So they decided to kind of combine the two. So that's why it's called a short. It has a magazine, 10-round magazine, right there. You would load from the top, put a charger in there, and you would load your rounds in like that. And the British regular army, which was a small army compared to the rest of Europe, they were trained to fire 15 rounds a minute, 15 aim rounds. So you fire your 10, reload again, and you get off another 5 in 1 minute. Sweet. And it's very accurate fire, and actually the Germans coming up on your rifle fire thought they were actually coming up against a machine gun. So they'd come up against a company or a section of rifles. The hat, this is called the service dress hat, service dress cap. And this, at the beginning of the war, we didn't have steel helmets. They didn't come in until 1916. So the Germans went to war with their Pickelhaube, this is the one with the spike on top. And the French had a kepi. The Brits and the Dominion forces had a service dress cap like this. The Aussies had their, they call it slouch hat, I think, on the side that came up. And then by about 1915, they came up with called a trench cap, which was a soft version of this. It wasn't all stiff like this. This is an original 1916 trench cap, and it's awfully small. It doesn't fit on anything now, I don't think. And this is that's a reproduction of the trench cap. And I can show you. Same idea as this, but it's just a soft, floppy kind of hat. You'd wear this when you weren't wearing later in the war, when you weren't wearing your helmet. And then some of they have like a balaclava they would put underneath their helmet and stuff in the cold, wet weather.
And who's this gentleman here?
That is Captain, or in the picture, he's actually Brigadier General H.D.G. Ketchum. And these wooden boot forms that officers have, these are his boot forms. So if you look at the attestation paper, that's his sign-up paper from 1915 when he went overseas. He was a lieutenant colonel in the militia in Winnipeg.
Who is that?
This gentleman here. By 1917, at Vimy Ridge, he was a brigadier general, so he was commanding a brigade. I believe it was the 7th or 8th Brigade of the 2nd Division. So these, roughly would be from about late 1800s, early 1900s, I'm guessing, by the rank on him. And by 1915, he was a lieutenant colonel. And then 1917, 2 years later, he's a brigadier general.
And was this metal?
This is a reproduction of a Victoria Cross. That's the highest award you can get in the Empire.
I never knew it was so small.
Yeah, the originals are actually made from the Russian artillery, the guns that they could capture at Sevastopol in the Crimean War. So a couple of them, or however they took back to England, and they just melt them down, and they cast the Victoria Cross.
Well, that's why there's only a very small percent. There's a very small number of them, right?
Yeah. It's not something that everybody can win. The last Canadian BC winner was 1945.
Wow.
And I think there's been 95 Canadian winners since 1858 or so.
Oh, yeah.
It first came
It's a
out.
high prestigious honor,
Yeah.
right? Usually you would receive it posthumously.
Posthumously, yeah. There is one, I think he's a New Zealander who's actually won it twice.
Wow.
This means he's crazier than everybody else.
Yeah.
So he has a VC and a bar. I think that it might have been second one more, but I can't remember.
Start making faces.
All right.